Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, I like to say thanks to all of the new subscribers. Thank you for liking and sharing the content as we continue to grow this channel. I appreciate all you guys liking and sharing. Now, as you all know, this is not financial advice. I'm just a 52-year-old man that makes video about my portfolio and my portfolio alone, even though there is plan to start implementing, bringing other people on board to talk about their portfolio to motivate you guys even more. Okay. And we're not here to get any financial advice. We're just saying what's worked for us and to encourage other people to invest. Now, this channel is for financial independence, retire early. But right now we're focusing on the financial independent part. I have another channel that called Retire and Roam that talks about, okay, the retirement part, even though I don't make a lot of videos there because I'm not retired yet, but it's work in progress. Now, if you look at the video from Saturday, right, on there you see Retire and Roam because that talk about my retirement stuff. So if you want to subscribe to that channel, subscribe to that channel. But like I said, there's not a lot of content there. There is content there, but it's not a lot. Okay, so if you want to subscribe to the channel, you do. Please feel free to do so. And guys, let's get down to business because business is booming, guys. Today the market opened up, right? My portfolio, when I log in, after the market opened up, my portfolio was up today at about what, 8,000 something, $9,000. I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be an amazing day. Of course, right? You see, Apple is green, Tesla, Nvidia, Google, Oracle, Amazon. All these guys are green. That's good for the portfolio, right? JP Morgan Chase, you guys are green. It's good for the portfolio. We are up, and it's always a great thing, right, guys? I encourage you guys to invest in your future. I talk about this every single day. I encourage you guys to invest because if you don't, right, with all the stuff that's going on right now, it's kind of hard to talk about it sometimes, but you guys, some of the stuff is not even, they don't even talk about it in the news because it seems like it been censored or whatever the case may be. You don't see it on the news, but you see on, it's out there on the interweb for you to look at or on YouTube because other people talk about it. But it just depends what you get your news source from. All right, but that said, let's look at some crypto, man. Let's look at some crypto now. Bitcoin is down. It was up, right? 8% in the last 7 days, but right now in the last 24 hours, it's down 2.44%, right? Which is still crazy. Look at my boy Ethereum. Ethereum is doing its thing, $2,400. It's getting back up there. That's pretty cool. Now let's go to my favorite token. Shiba, we in 15th spot. I want for to get up there, move up, and lose a few more zeros, man. We need to lose some zeros, right? This token got a lot of money in it. A lot of money in this token. But we need to lose a few zeros. You know what I mean? This is crazy. Let's go to market cap real quick. Where's my thing, man? All right, 9 billion. 9 billion with a B. That is crazy, right? 9 billion with a B in this token. Now, guys, do you think that's gonna go away? Right? You think it's gonna go to zero? I don't know. But you think it's going to zero? I don't know. But it's up to you what you put your money into. Okay, so let's look at the portfolio. I forgot I had this $4 and change in here. I could have invested that today. Ybit and TSLY is paying on Friday. Those are the two things that I have that pays on Friday. So I need to spend that money, right? Trying to get some of this stuff. Is that Google? I need to sell this tomorrow. This is what I was looking for the other day. Let me see what it is now. Maybe I'll sell it now. Yeah, don't make a difference. And it's just $4.77. So it's down 28 cents, 5%. I'm not selling it. I'm gonna hold on to a little bit. Let it get back up a little bit more. But I mean, I want to buy more Ybit. Since Ybit is paying this week, right? We need to buy more Ybit. This guy right here. I mean, it's up though. Let's see. right? It was kind of down, and then it kind of bounced back up. So I'm in a positive right now, right? Average calls is like 10. So I mean, we wait, we hold on, we hold on. And then what else we got is Tesla, but I really want to sell Tesla. I barely got $1 worth of it. Um, let me see. I want to get rid of Tesla out of my portfolio, and we up a little bit. So we hold on to this for now, even though we got some money we need to spend, right? I didn't buy anything else in this portfolio um, this today because it's first day. The market actually, I still have the money here that I need to spend. Now I'm gonna go back through my portfolio at some point. You should have SNOY here. Um, right now we should be in the positive, I believe. Yes, we'd be in the positive, but some of the stuff I need to cut down some of the stuff I have for each week. So I have SNOY, YBit, and Tesla. Um, I might just stick with the YBit and get rid of Tesla and SNOY. Then for next week, which is kind of crazy week, I have PLTY, NVIDIA, and Maro, and DIPS. I'm thinking about getting rid of NVIDIA. Um, putting that money into PLTY, right? Because I mean, right now I'm in the green, so I can sell that for sure and throw that money into PLTY. So, I mean, I still got another week before I have to do that. So, and I'm gonna do that across the board in my portfolios, sell stuff and then move stuff to the other accounts, trying to streamline the portfolio and remove a lot of the Misty products, except for the one I'm making money. And the next week, which I have is Coney is the only one I have right now. Now, I am thinking about getting out of Coney, so I need to see if I can find a replacement for Coney. If not, I mean, we'll just get rid of it, and we just won't get paid from Missy that week, right? And put that money into the curve position for that week, and see what happens, right? Because, like I said, right now we streamline the portfolio, making sure that we making money, right? We're not here to lose money, not at all, right? Now, tariffs did hurt us a little bit, a lot of it, right? Because I had to sell a lot of my positions in my other portfolio to kind of cover some of the losses. But after this weekend, right, the news seemed like we should be getting out of the hot water. So, um, you know, I bought some. I didn't buy nothing in here today. I bought some Misty in my big boy portfolio, right? I bought some Misty in my big boy portfolio, and you can see we're down now just 6%, 6.4%. This is the capital gains and realized P&L profit and loss is 36,000. And then the dividend that I've received so far is 127,728.45. So it's still, based on what we lost so far, the only tax I got to pay, this is just estimate from this, the only tax I have to pay is $36. I mean, $26.30, and then the fees is $38.69. This is just from this tool, right? So I won't have to pay any taxes because of what the portfolio went down in the portfolio. But we're not here to lose money. We're here to make money. So that's the main thing, right? We're here to make money, and it's a process. That's the main thing now of like streamlining the portfolio because I'm gonna move stuff that is going up in value. I'm gonna move money in there, stuff that even if it's not going up in value, but if it can recover from the loss of the dividend, then of course I want to move funds there. That way, after they pay the dividend, it's not going to take, if it don't recover in a couple of weeks, then of course that would have NAV erosion, right? But we want things that are going to recover within that 2 or 3 weeks time. So by the next time they pay dividend, we should be good. And you guys know my whole Robinhood method, where I move money from my extreme high yield to my lower yield positions. And this is what we're doing right now. So I'm doing this right before you guys' eyes. And at the same time, we're still growing the income a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. Okay, so it's a process that we're working on, and God willing, it's gonna be cool. So right now, I'm back at 5,000, almost 5,100 shares of Misty. Um, when all this stuff was going on, I lost 2,000 plus share of Misty. That was sold because of margin calls, right? So of course, right now I just put 500 back in there, and we see how things gonna go next week. Um, if stuff continues to go up, even this week or next week, before next week, then I will buy it because I want to add like another 1,000 shares to Misty. All right, I want to get my share that was sold. I want to get back to that number. Um, and then, like I said, in the process, I'm going to see if I can sell some NVD, um, sell some Coney, right? Not all of it, maybe a few thousand of it, and throw that money into PLTY. And I need to get my PLTY to 1,000 shares right now. Right now, I only got like 500. So I need to get that to 1,000 shares. So getting that to 1,000 shares, I might have to spend, who knows, $40,000, $50,000. I don't even know. I'm just estimating. Okay, that's just top of my head. It's probably not going to be that much. Maybe 35, 40 grand, depending on when I do it, what the price is. Um, but what I'm planning on doing is waiting until the next time we get paid. Depending on what we're gonna get paid, right? Then I can I can buy additional 500 shares, spend 30 some $1,000 because if I got 1,000 shares and they pay $5, I mean that's 5 grand. Um, you know, that's a big chunk out of that 30 grand. We repeat that 5 times, 5 more times, then I got my money back. I made my money back. Okay, and if it's continued to hold its value, then it's just gonna be a money maker. Okay, so we're gonna move some stuff out of things that are not making enough money or making enough money to recover what we put in and put it to something else that's gonna make us some money, some shmoney. Okay, I'm on the wrong tab, but it doesn't matter. It's the same stuff you guys are gonna see from here. The income did go up for the next 6 months. Our overall negative went down. That's good, right? That is a good thing. The overall negative number went down, and all right, there we go. It's always good, right? My Misty haven't updated yet, so I'm waiting for my Misty to update, and we're gonna be over 5,000 shares in this tools because I just bought 500 in my Fidelity portfolio, and as you can see, right, I got a few things in here: Alt, AIYY, TSLY. Misty is my go-to right now. Coney, and then Nvidia is still under the under 10,000. But like I say, I'm gonna sell that and throw that money into something else. So we're gonna figure it out as we go. That's the whole process of this extreme high yield game that we're playing. And I need to get the rest of my numbers up, right? You see the annual income, right? we flip it around, some of this stuff is not showing the income. Some of these things are brand new. So of course they're only playing like a penny, a dollar, but I need to increase these things to where, let me go to where we see, right? You see everything from here. I mean, this is another extreme high yield, but I don't have a lot of positions in there. Um, I don't have a lot of positions, only a hundred something shares, but it's paying annually, right? We need that to be like 12 grand. So we come here. So YBit is close to that number, what we need to be at, right? It's paying more than what we need, right? More than what we need. But we only need like $1,200, right? $1,200 a month. That's it. To meet our goal. And $1,200 a month is easier to say, okay, if something drop, I can throw a couple thousand in there and get that back up, right? To where we have freaking 30, 40, $50,000, and if it dropped big time, it take a long way to recover, right? You see Jeppy and JepQ, we got to get these guys up. So this is going to be my next thing I'm going to work on in my Fidelity portfolio, to add more positions to get these guys to go up, right? And I mean, I got a long way to go. Since I did a lot of selling to kind of save my portfolio, I got a lot of more work to do, right, to bring these back up. But you guys are going to be very proud of me because, like I say, work in progress and trying to get it done. Okay, the income. Let's see what the income looks like. The income, it looks like it dropped. Looks like it dropped a little bit. I don't know why. Uh, Maybe because of the other smaller incomes that are coming into the portfolio. Maybe some of those got cut, but I need to go back and check. But I mean, 318, it's not bad. We're still close. We're gonna see what we're gonna get from the little guys that are investing in TSLY and YBit next week. I mean, this Friday. I mean, by Wednesday, we're gonna find out Wednesday. So we're gonna see. Now, I know I don't want to do it, but I might have to. I have to sell some of my TSLY this coming week, and and throw some of their funds into PLTY for for the following week. And that should be, I think that should be my biggest week yet. Okay. Another thing I want to tell you guys, right? I know I told you guys I spent, what was that, $57,000? I bought PLTY in my Roth. And as of today, when I checked it, right now it's at 60. I spent 57, and now it's at 61. It's at 61,000 right now. Yeah, 61,500. That's what it is right now. So, and we're gonna get paid next week from PLTY. So, if we get paid next week from PLTY, I got almost 1,000 shares in that portfolio. So even if we get $4, that's gonna push me up to $65,000, right? And then if we get $5, that's even more money. And then if it continues to go up, then my goal is to probably sell half of that, and to try to pay the balance of this house. If not, I might just sell all of it and move the money, right? And don't take the chances for it to drop. And I'd be like, oh, I shouldn't have done it, So now that I put in 57, I got 61, maybe 65, and I only need like 59, right? I can pull out 60 grand and leave the rest in there and continue to do what I'm doing right now, right? And grow that money pretty fast. So, I like to share these things with you guys. So, now when I get back to Colombia, the actual video of the property that I'm buying will be, it's going to be coming. I don't know if I'm going to post it here or post it on my other channel, my retirement channel. But then again, I might just post it here. It might be one of those days that I do two videos. I'll have that video and then you know, or it will be the weekend talk video. Maybe that I'll just do a video and make it as a weekend talk video, and that'll be it. See, talking to you guys just give me ideas. Okay, so right now, value of the portfolio income, estimated income ending the next 10 years, it went up, right? It went up by what was that? 4,171.25%. That's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, let's change this. That's a lot. Okay, and then we drop it down to 5 years. The portfolio go up at 770.48%. That's the next 5 years. That's still great, guys. That is still amazing as I continue to grow my portfolio. Now, this number here might even shoot up even more. It's gonna drop when I sell, and then it's gonna go back up. So then again, it might not drop at all because I'm planning on buying and selling in the same day. So when it update, it might it might not change that much. It might change because PLTY pay more than the other TSLY and Coney and Nvidia. So it might shoot up. Then again, it might not because the amount of shares I'm gonna get compared to what I already have with those other positions. But it still might be, you know, it still might be the same. Me getting like 500 shares compared to me selling a bunch of those, right? For something not paying $3, $4 a share, $5 a share, to something not paying 40 cents or 8.60 cents. If I get a third of what I sold, it's still gonna be more than what I was getting before. So the income should go up. All right. But that's where we are, guys. I'm not gonna make the video long today. Um, today's another good day for the portfolio. The portfolio is up, as you can see. The portfolio is up, and it's always a good day when the portfolio is up. Even though I got on red today, right? But I can't just wear a bunch of yellow and blue and green color. I gotta change it up a little bit from time to time. And but I appreciate you guys once again for supporting the channel, guys. Remember to join the Discord. Okay, the description is the details is in the description, right? I was gonna say the description is in the bios. I'm thinking about work, but the details in the description. So join the Discord. It don't cost you anything. It's free. And the funny thing is, as much as I say, guys, please try to have conversation in the Discord. When I check the Discord, I don't see anything, but it's there. But we continue to add people to the Discord, and I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate the comments, good or bad. Now, one thing I like to say, guys, we don't tolerate negativity here. So if you're gonna be negative, just don't comment, because I might, sometimes I like to have fun with people. So even if you say something negative, I might just respond back with the energy that you provide. But when it gets to the point where they get annoying, I'll just block you, because it doesn't make sense to keep going back and forth and bringing that negative energy into my life. Okay, mi vida es muy feliz, so I want to keep it that way. My life is very happy. I have a happy life, and I want to keep it that way. And the people on this channel, we are here to encourage people. So if you say Yo Max is horrible, okay, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. They do have some horrible stuff. They do have some stuff that's doing good, that's making us some money. So that's fine too. But don't say this is bad, but you don't give a solution, or say why it's bad. We know why it's bad because we invest in it. But don't say something is bad and then you don't say, well, it's bad. They just say, oh, it's horrible. Okay, then what? Then what? So if you're gonna do that, say, well, it's horrible, but this, you can invest in this, that, and that, and then we can say, okay, then we can go back. The people that's on this channel and some of the people that's on the channel that would just comment can see what you're saying is factual or not, right? Because I say all the time on this channel, people invest in dividend kings and dividend aristocrats. I say that all the time. So you can say, well, I'm giving people falsehood, because I'm not. Okay? It's not financial advice for me. I don't recommend people follow me. When I have one-on-ones, I give people the good stuff. And depending on the risk level, I tell them, hey, you can do this, but this is risky. Okay, there's a chance you can lose your money, right? That's why I tell people to monitor their portfolio every single day. Because you can just sit there and forget it, and you go on vacation a month to come back in your account. You bought something at $20 and it's at $5. You know, you're gonna pull your hair out. Even though I got hair, don't hate, appreciate. Okay, guys. So with that said, we're gonna end the video for today, and tomorrow we're gonna look forward to making more money like we did today. We made over how much is it we made overall? Let me see. Now, when I say made, this is all in the portfolio. It's not money. It's money that I can touch with, but it don't make sense to touch it because it's in different accounts. But technically, we made some money today. Okay, and overall, we made over. That would be we made over the 5, 6, 7, over $8,000 today across my portfolio. That is not bad. Okay, in one day of doing nothing, literally just watching my portfolio and see what's going on and see what I need to buy and what not to buy. Okay, guys, anybody can do this. It's not difficult. Okay, so until tomorrow, we're gonna do it again. I love you guys. Peace out.